Hello, I'm Elizabeth Mather, Senior Director of Communications for Norfolk Public Schools. With me today are School Board Chairman Dr. Kirk T. Houston Sr. and Interim Superintendent of Schools Mr. Michael Spencer. Norfolk Public Schools is undergoing a leadership transition right now, and Dr. Houston and Mr. Spencer are here with us today to talk about that. Thank you both for being here.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
I want to start with you, Dr. Houston. What are the school board's primary areas of concern right now?
Our primary areas of concern are the on-time graduation rate of our students, the accreditation of our schools, as well as the climate of support between our community and our schools, as well as the morale throughout the entire district.
And how will the school board plan to focus on these areas?
We will continue our focus through our achievable results, which are directly related to those concerns that I just mentioned. Increasing the on-time graduation rate, ensuring that all of our schools are accredited and meet AYP, as well as improving the climate of support and engagement of our schools. And we will do so through what we call the domain work, which are 7 areas that are directly related to the achievable results.
And so how will the superintendent search unfold?
Well, the first task of the board is to come together and agree upon the criteria, the qualifications, the experience and attributes that we deem necessary in a superintendent for Norfolk, and as well as to identify those stakeholders that must be a part of this process.
And do you have a timetable for superintendent search?
Our goal is to have a superintendent in place no later than July 1st of 2012.
Okay. And Mr. Spencer, you have agreed to take on this challenging role as interim superintendent at this time. Could you talk a little bit about your background and experience?
Yes, Elizabeth, I'm a Norfolk native, product of Norfolk schools. I'm completing my 38th year as a professional educator, having started as a high school math teacher. Have served as a middle school principal, have served in a number of central office roles. I came to Norfolk schools in 1995 as a principal of Maury High School. And in 2003, I came to central administration as the chief of operations, and most recently have been the associate superintendent for operations and administration.
And you have also, on occasion, served as an acting or interim superintendent, have you not?
I have. At the direction of the board, I've served as an interim superintendent while we've been through this transition in the past.
And during this transition, what are your priorities?
Well, Elizabeth, we've got 31,000 children that wait for us every day to make sure we give them a good teaching and learning day. And so our priority is to make sure that there's continuity of good instruction in every one of our schools and every classroom. Stability for the staff, making sure that schools are supported and classrooms are supported the way they should be, and finally making sure that our schools are safe and secure for staff and students.
And you have already met with principals and other department heads. You'll be meeting with other staff groups soon.
Mm-hmm.
What is your message to them right now?
Well, I think first and foremost is a recognition of some anxiety that staff has. They understand that transitions are difficult, and so that recognition, also the recognition that, about the perception of the community and the part that they play in that. But beyond that is talking about the key role they play, the importance that each of them have in making Norfolk schools successful, making sure that they continue to deliver good instruction to the children, and again, that whole area of stability and continuity.
Thank you. Dr. Houston, I want to end with you by asking what you would like to convey, what you and the school board would like to convey to our students, to our families, to our staff members during this time of transition.
I would like them all to know that we recognize the extraordinary nature of this transition and the untimeliness, as some may suggest, that is considered in the a transition in the month of November in the middle of a school year. We understand, as Mr. Spencer mentioned, the anxiety associated with it, the uncertainty, the frustrations, the questions surrounding it. And we are in touch and in tune with all of those feelings and emotions. I want to ensure and assure all of our stakeholders, our children, our parents, our teachers, support staff, our business and community partners who work along with us in this work, that the school board is passionately and urgently committed to providing solid, stable leadership through this transition, making sure that teaching and learning does not, that the quality is not affected by this transition, and that all of our staff members and their concerns are our concerns as well. We keep our lines of communication open. We will make ourselves available to answer questions and to address issues as they arise, and more importantly, to make sure that we search for the right leader for this district.
Well, thank you both for being here today.
Thank you.
Thank you.